Hello, hello. This is Hams from the patio, and we are subtracting 2 and 3 digit whole numbers. And so don't worry about it. I'll show you how to do it. When subtracting 2 and 3 digit whole numbers, if your questions that you may run across are not already lined up by place value, the tens, the ones, and the hundreds, and so forth, then I have these already lined up. But if your problems are presented to you horizontally, then you can line them up according to place value. For example, if this question was given to you as 176 minus 44, then we can take that and line it up by the ones place, which is the 6 and the 4, the tens place, the 7 and the 4, and the hundreds, and so forth if you have larger numbers. All right, and then we can just simply use the standard algorithm to subtract our numbers vertically. And so let's go ahead and work out these little few examples here, and we'll see what we got. And so we have 176 minus 44. So 6 minus 4 is 2 in the tens place, in the ones place, and then in the tens place, 7 minus 4 is 3. And then there's nothing to subtract from the 1, so we have 132 as our final answer. All right, let's look at the next one, 495 minus 34. So same thing, we'll just take 5. 5 minus 4 is 1. 9 minus 3 is 6. And then we have the 4 left over, nothing to subtract from the 4 in the hundreds place. And so therefore we have 461. And so that's all there is to it. Sometimes we will not be able to subtract the ones place like we have here. We have 5 ones and 6 ones, but we can't subtract 6 ones from 5 ones. But we can borrow from the tens place here. We have 7 tens right here, so I'm going to borrow here, and that'll become a 6. And I'm borrowing 10 ones, so to speak, or we're just borrowing 10, and 10 plus 5 is 15. And so now we can subtract 15 minus 6 is 9. That's just a little bit of an explanation there. So 16 minus 6 is 9. And then we're faced with the same dilemma in the tens place. 6, we cannot subtract 8 from 6, and so therefore we can borrow from the hundreds place. All right, and so we have 6 tens, and we can borrow from the hundreds place, and then that would be 16 tens, and now we just have 16 minus 8 is 8. And again, the 3 is in the hundreds place, nothing to subtract from that. And so we'll just bring that down, and we have 389. And then that's all there is to the vertical algorithm and subtracting um, whole numbers like we have here. So let's go ahead and work these out. 5 minus 7 can't do it. We'll borrow 10 from the 4 here, and that makes this 15. 15 minus 7 is 8. And then I have 3 minus 6 can't do that, so we'll borrow from the 4 here, and that'll make that 13. 13 minus 6 is 7. And then we'll bring down the 4, and we have 478. Not the 4, the 3, I meant to say. Wow, about to make a boo-boo here. And so that'll be 378. Getting ahead of myself. Sometimes we need to slow down. All right, but we got it. Next, we have 331 minus 220. And all of these look like 1 minus 0 is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. And 3 minus 2 again is 1. So we have just 111 there. And then we have 526 minus 324. So 6 minus 4 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0, and then 5 minus 3 is 2. So we have 202 here. And moving right along. So we have 876 minus 358. And so we have 6 minus 8. Can't do that. So we'll borrow 10 from the 7 here and making that 16. 16 minus 8 is 8. And then 6 minus 5 is 1. And then 8 minus 3 is 5. So we have 518 here. And then finally, 953 minus 247. All right, so 3 minus 7, can't do it. We'll take and borrow 10 from the 10's place from the 5 here, and making that 13. And so that's 13 minus 7 is 6. And then 4 minus 4 is 0. And then 9 minus 2 is 7. That's all there is to it. That's how we just subtract our whole numbers, and this was just 2 and 3 digits, and so that's the same process if it was 5 and 6 digits or however many digits you may have. Just follow that process, can't go wrong, you'll be okay. That's how I do it. I thank you for watching and wishing you much success.